Welcome. Yes, you're in the new Providence. When niggas get to snapping like they got no common sense. When we approach with confidence, we go with confidence. Cause offense is enough to throw the hardest to the fence.
And yeah, bitch, I'm on top of my game. So we can take my picture, put it in a superstar frame.
Now I get steady looks, cause I got heavy push. A playmaker with the rock, no Reggie Bush. Yeah, the Betty look kinda like a heavy book. They ready shook cause they already heard the hook.
Beer Bros.
Alright, y'all, fill them up. Oh, shit.
What the hell?
Alright, here we go. Y'all ready?
Yeah. Let's get that energy up.
Cheer, beer, bro.
Salute.
What's going on, world? It's your boy VO the Face. Beer Bros back in the building. Well, actually, just stepping in the building, man. F4. We now gonna go ahead and change the brand a little bit, with enough time for y'all to really soak in what we bringing y'all, man. And we had to kind of make it and make it more for our relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
The
sir.
Beer Bros. That's kind of how we came up, man. Talking fantasy, sports, betting. You know what I'm saying? Freaking talking shit. So it's gonna be a lot of those same things. Bunch of new segments, man. And to kick off this 22-23 season, we got a Thursday night game that we gotta talk about, man. So without further ado, let me introduce my cohorts here. I got my boy Jay Reezy the Gambler.
Jay Reeves the Gambler. Beer Bros. We in the building.
BBB, Better Business Bureau. If you deal with us, man, y'all know what time it is. And on my left, I got my guy Silly C with the numbers.
It's your
It's
boy.
your
Let's
boy.
get
It's
'em.
your boy. Beer brethren, man, and we back in here, man. So we gonna look into this game, but let's give it the full breakdown. So let's look at what's on tap for this game. These are the biggest storylines, headlines leading into this game. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna go with my personal number one headline before I splash the whole set
Splash!
again. That would have been the second time. But my personal headline for this, man, is Aaron Donald coming in number 2 at the NFL top 100 player rankings. Do you think that's a snub? A lot of people are looking at it as a snub. Is he the best player in the NFL? He had some NFC championship clutching plays. He had some Super Bowl clutching plays alongside Von Miller, but he's no longer there. And we're talking about this game. Aaron Donald, snub or no?
Let me ask you this. Who was number one?
Let me tell you this. I don't freaking know because all I seen was the backlash. So I don't know who number one is, but I know the MVP last year was Aaron Rodgers. And since we don't know, Cody, look it up. But since we don't know, who would be the one player that could make it over him? Let's talk about it. I'm going to go Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
He's the non-MVP.
I would totally agree with you on that. But
Who's going to be the player that was the number one NFL player?
But it's we talked about top 100. They had Aaron Donald number 2, and he hands down won that Super Bowl for the Rams with a key sack. You know what I'm saying? In the fourth quarter, he held that shit down. I think he actually should have been number 1 player this year.
But if you had to put one above him, don't side skirt this question.
If I had to put one above him, I'm sorry guys, it's gonna be Josh Allen for me.
Josh Allen, Cody, who did the players vote as the number 1 player in the top 100?
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, that would have
Okay,
been my
you was
guess.
right.
Like, you know, I didn't know that in going into it. But Aaron Donald
That's a chalky pick.
Yeah,
That's a chalky pick.
I mean, not really because he didn't have his best year, but people still know he's that dude. Like, even when he's not playing on his level, they put him above the MVP and the MVP possibly of the Super Bowl, even though Matthew got that. And I'm not hating on any Matthews, but let's keep this conversation pushing. What's the biggest headline in this game with the Rams versus the Buffs to you?
For me personally, it's going to be Matthew Stafford's elbow. And it may not actually be for this game. I want to see if he's going to be able to get through this season and take Cooper Kupp back to the top of the mountain, and also Allen Robinson. I'm expecting big things out of Allen Robinson. Cam Akers. I know I'm spinning you guys all around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up out of here, but it's got to be Matthew Stafford's elbow.
Sounds like
we got to see how their elbows look.
Sounds like, to put a ribbon on it, you got question marks about this new look Los Angeles offense. There's no Odell. Did Cooper's Kupp run it over? You know what I'm saying? Speaking about running, who the hell is the running back out there? What are we gonna do with it? Cody, what is your biggest headline on this game?
Really, it comes down to Buffalo Bills' offensive line. Where
Talk
are
about
they,
it.
Where are they going to be at? You know, like the Rams, they have some beasts on their defensive line.
Yes.
Losing Von Miller was big for them, though. So I wonder.
But they got Bobby Wag. They got B-Wag.
But even with B-Wag, he's not no Von Miller.
Okay, you're right. Talk that talk.
So
Talk
he
that
might
talk.
not be able to flex around the position or do any of that. So I think right now they're in a better position than the Rams would be because of the fact they have a running game, they have a passing game, and they can slow it down. I feel the Rams can only speed it up. So unless their defense really digs in, I think Buffalo's got this.
Man, so many key words in there. You're using digs like Stephon. Using words like Von Miller. If he was in this game, like he's not in this game.
Yeah, no.
He's in this game. He's just on the other sideline.
other
He's
side?
on the other
Just
sideline for this game. So hold on before we get it pushing. It's a nice stadium. It's crazy. LA is bananas. But we got to ask what is Vegas saying about this?
Now we got this game sitting at -2.5 for the Buffalo Bills. Von Miller's team, like you said. And we got an over-under of 52 in the hooker. So what you guys thinking about this? Tell me what you think about the over-under first.
The over-under, I think that's an easy over. In the NFL today, when you get one elite quarterback in a matchup, not to dub Matthew Stafford so quick, but when you get one elite quarterback in a matchup, 52 in a hook's no problem.
Okay.
But we got two in this game.
We got two
We
of
got weapons everywhere. We got Cup. We got Diggs. We got everything going on. I'm going to
Pull
go
up some of those
over on
weapons.
that.
Pull up some of the stats
Silly,
of the
see,
weapons.
what do you think about some of these weapons, and what did they do for us last year and the last 3 years?
While he's pulling it up, I'm going to talk about
It's
it.
already up. He already
Okay,
up.
let's go.
It's quite interesting, you know. Like you look at some of these people, Cooper Kupp, Stephon Diggs. I mean, you go into Cole Beasley. A lot of these
Gabe
other people
Davis.
who Beckham. Obviously, he's not there, so they lost that piece.
Allen Robinson.
Gabriel Davis. I mean, there's a lot of people.
Saw star
Dawson
power in
Knox.
this game.
Who steps up as running back? Because they got a young chef in the kitchen,
Ooh.
James Cook.
Dalvin
Cook's little brother. He's not as big and he's not as strong. And I don't think that's the best superlatives to use for somebody when you're looking at somebody who's kind of injury prone already, but makes plays. Not as big, not
We don't know
as
if his
strong.
brother's injury prone.
We don't know. We don't
don't
know,
know.
but
We don't know
that shit is genetic sometimes. You know
And
what I'm saying?
facts.
That and bad
Facts.
hairlines never go never.
What I'm interested in is to see Devin Singletary, to see what he can really
He looked good in the
bring to
preseason.
It's his
He
chance.
looks really
He
good.
looked good in the preseason.
If he can stay healthy, I feel like he has all the chance to be the number 2 back, at least, if not move himself up. So I'm
No,
looking
Devin
at
Singletary is number
Singletary.
one.
He's number one,
He's
but
number
they
one.
got Cook, and
They
they also
They also have Zach
But
Moss.
they
And Zach
also-
Moss
but
looked
they-
real good the preseason, guys.
And they've been saying that Cook actually might get more touches than him. So we really want to
we'll
come
see.
back
We'll
and
see.
see
Well,
what
I mean-
will happen.
Well, musical chairs never really gets exciting until you start getting thrown out the chair. So unless Devin Singletary's willing to hold on to his spot and throw James Cook, the littler, less strong Dalvin Cook, out of his spot,
He looked good
who
coming down
knows
the
what
stretch.
will happen, man? And with this game, I really don't know. I definitely think over on the over-under. As far as the game, let's go ahead and get them picks in, man. I'm going to start with Cody because I don't want to go first.
It's your boy.
Man, I hate to be the first one to
Well, you
jump
are.
out in the
Well, you
beginning
are.
of the
So,
season.
Yeah, jump out the window.
Let me tell you right now, though. I do think that last year really solidified that the Buffalo Bills have taken a step up. I feel that their offense is just too much for the Rams.
Facts.
Cheers,
The
cheers.
only
Salute.
way the Rams have a chance at this game, I feel, is if Aaron Donald's big, and they can't depend on him forever.
Okay, so who you got?
I got Buffalo.
Minus 2.5.
Minus 2.5.
On the
Let's
road.
go.
Man, Cody, I would like for you to look up since the Super Bowl champions have been opening up on the first night, what their record is. Because I think they win a majority of them, man. When you raising that banner, when you giving out rings, you got people in the stadium,
like
you gotta
Baltimore
let Jay
did.
Reeves
Just
make his
like
pick.
Baltimore
Let's
did.
hear
You
it.
know, you know who got that last
Just
year.
like Baltimore did against the Broncos.
No,
right?
it always. That was 7 touchdowns later. And if you think about it, that was Peyton against the Ravens, and he was mad about it. Now 7 touchdowns later. But also, Baltimore should have been hosting that one, but the Orioles wouldn't give up their game night. And because they used the stadium in close proximity, there wasn't enough parking and stuff to house a NFL kickoff. So they moved it to Denver. And you know, we like to acquiesce. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Man, so here's what I'm going to do. Because we like to offer you a lot of good information on this show.
And bad.
and bad decisions. But I think you're going to go Buffalo Bills. So I have to go the opposite, man. And last year, Tampa versus the Dallas Cowgirls. Tampa won that shit, man. Mm-hmm. So you're talking about pulling up the stats with the Super Bowl shit. You know what? I'm going to say the Super Bowl champs get it done. I'm not only taking the LA Rams with the -2, but I'm also going to sprinkle a little bit on the money line.
I like your sprinkles, but the problem is with sprinkles, everybody knows it.
Sprinkles are for winners.
Sprinkles are for winners, bro. Like, and in this game, man, it's gonna boil down so much different, man. You got Josh Allen out there. Look back to last season, since we talking about what happened last year with the Super Bowl champion, blah 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Josh Allen and them came out there laid an egg week 1 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They lost in week 1. They ended up being one of the most competitive teams. Yeah. Everybody was shocked. They didn't even know what kind of Pittsburgh team. Yeah, there was not even no type of Pittsburgh team that we were looking at. Like, what was going to happen? It was a big game. It was a home game for them. Well, this time they on the road, and they get to play Darling. They get to play the upsetter. And I do believe, much like Jay Reese's stomach when them bets start coming in, oh, it's going to be an upset. It's going to be an upset. We're talking about heartburn, congestion, diarrhea. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Yeah, it's going to be nasty, man. But that's just my opinion. I'm going to take Buffalo, give up the 2 points.
I knew he was going to do that.
And yeah, I'm going to give up the 2 points. I'll take Buffalo by 5 points. It's going to be kind of a decent performance because this is not where they're going to drop the banner for the LA. Well, they are going to, but this is going to be Josh Allen planting his flag in the NFL. This is my league for the next few years, and you got to come through me. Don't forget about the glass and bandit Von Miller on the other side. He's going to be the closer. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's how it goes, man. I think it's time to
keeping that short.
Yeah, keep it short. It's all right. You got anything else you want to add to this, Silly?
Really?
All right. So, anyway, let's keep it pushing.
Beer Bros.
Beer Bros.